Makini Schools was founded in February 1978. Currently, the school has 4 campuses, 2 in Nairobi and another 2 in Kisumu. On its 40th anniversary in 2018, the school changed ownership and is now under Advatech Group. Horace Mpanza is the International Business Development Manager at Advatech Group. He has extensive work experience around human resource management, such as recruitment, employee relations, talent management, and personal management. Thank you so much for giving us this opportunity. We really appreciate. So how exactly has the pandemic changed how we teach our children in schools?
Students have learned to be resilient in ways that they would not have had the opportunity to prior to the pandemic. You will know that a lot of entrepreneurs and high-tech entrepreneurs are challenging the learning that schools provide for students, because historically learning has been content-based and regurgitation-focused, whereas there's now a shift to more skills-based learning. And I think during the pandemic, we saw that development of skills within our students. And those are skills that they'll need in the future world of work. Because if we're really preparing them for careers that do not exist yet, the focus can't be only on content and their ability to, write down what they actually read in a book. The focus changes to more of a skills-based, the social skills that they need to learn, the collaboration skills, the research skills, problem-solving skills, in fact, what we call the 21st century skills that they will need. And that's really where the focus needs to be.
So are classrooms necessary for learning?
Classrooms remain necessary for learning. I think what the pandemic showed us is that, yes, learning can continue without classrooms. But we also realized, when learning shifted to online and kids were learning from home, that there was a yearning to go back to the classrooms. That when the first opportunity to come back to the classroom was available, that a huge number of our parents and students came back. So whilst learning can happen without a classroom, I believe that they're still very much relevant for education, and parents and students do want and prefer a classroom-based teaching.
Parents are now on the front line. They're also teaching their children, homeschooling. Do you think that this pandemic has encouraged and helped parents see the need for teachers and appreciate teachers even more?
I'm sure you've seen a lot of memes on social media about what parents have had to experience when they've had to teach their students. And I'm one of those parents as well. So there is a renewed sense of appreciation for what the teachers do in the classroom.
So schools are not only for learning, but they're also for socializing. Do you feel that children have become less social and they're making less friends because of the pandemic?
So the answer is yes and no. So you will have students who are really comfortable in that class-based, face-to-face interaction with fellow students. But also what we've seen is students interacting with students in other countries. Because now education is shifting and it's online. So there's collaboration that happens between a South African student and a Kenyan student, and they're able to collaborate on a academic project and actually present it whilst they're operating in different countries with different time zones.
So what does the future of learning look like?
The pandemic I think, is mostly seen as a short-term thing, and that I think most of us expect that in probably a period of 3 years, all should be back to normal. But I think the future of education is going to continue to shift. And this shift is caused by the fact that we are seeing more pressure on education to provide students or graduates who are ready for the world of business, whether it's corporate or entrepreneurship. And so the future is going to focus on skills and less on content.